Right, let's get right to my pal Steve Kornacki. So, and for full transparency here with our viewers, we wanted to have you at the big board, but sometimes, the big board has to get to get a pit stop, get an oil change, those things, get a little refuel. So we'll go through it the old-fashioned way, right, Steve?
Yeah, well, no chalkboard to write on here, but close enough, yeah.
All right, so we're up to 85% reporting, and I guess the big news is that not only is Pete still ahead in the delegates, but now this quote-unquote popular vote story that Bernie wants to own, it's now a split decision there a bit.
Well, so Sanders still leads. You got those three totals, right? You got the initial, the reallocated, those two popular totals, and then the one we're talking about here, the state delegate equivalent. Buttigieg leads in the state delegate equivalent total right now. You see that up on the screen, 27 to 25%. It is a 24 state delegate. That's the margin. There's actually 24 delegates separating the two of them. There's 2,100 delegates statewide that are being allocated here. In that initial preference and that reallocated preference, Sanders continues to lead there. I think the suspense in these results at this place is increasingly on whether Buttigieg will end up catching Sanders in that reallocated count. That seems possible at this point. But in terms of Sanders catching Buttigieg in the delegate tally, that seems increasingly distant possibility for Sanders.
And now with 41 delegates, and look, what this means is now it looks like, four are going to. We don't quite know on the CD level yet whether Amy Klobuchar can somehow, she might get an actual pledge delegate or two, I think, out of her support in pieces of either the third or the fourth district.
The fourth she was looking pretty, she'd won a few counties up there, in fact.
So we should have 5 candidates get actual DNC delegates, not to confuse the state delegate equivalents, at some point at this point now. We're pretty confident that those 5 max, correct?
Yeah, it's Klobuchar and then Biden, the key for him, and it looks like he's going to end up on the north side of this. They give out the delegates at the congressional district level, and then they give out a third of them at the state level. You got to be at 15. Last night, Biden was under that number, but now he is close to 16% on that, so he is looking like he'll get statewide delegates as well.
And one of the things I want to emphasize is these vote totals are all from the Iowa Democratic Party. We have not been able to do any of our own verifications, any of our own things with the data like we sometimes normally do when we do other election results. But I put all those caveats out there for a reason. What do we know that's still left?
Right. So there's still some to come in Polk County, Des Moines. A lot has come in there. And I think what you're basically seeing is when you looked at the map, I don't have it in front of me, but when you looked at the map a little while ago,
we'll put it back.
You saw some population centers that were left that included Ames, Story County, where Iowa State University is. You saw some places where Sanders might be able to make it up or at least get it a lot closer. And there are two things here. Number one, I don't think he got as much out of some of those areas, particularly areas around Des Moines, as he was hoping for. And number two, it's always tough to see this on the map, but all of these relatively small rural counties throughout the state, you see all that dark blue, that's Buttigieg, the navy blue there. They don't have a ton of people voting in them. They don't have a ton of delegates, but it adds up cumulatively, and it offsets the bounces that Sanders gets in some of the more populated areas. And so that's how Buttigieg has sort of been able to keep Sanders at bay as more precincts have been coming in.
And very quickly, are you surprised that of the 16 Iowa caucus goers, those that came from 16, that it was 50 to 35 Clinton supporters over Sanders supporters? I still think that's a number that I continue to be pretty surprised about.
I'm wondering, too, how much of that is, you look at how concentrated Sanders support is, 18 to 29.
Yeah.
How much of that, 4 years is college? How many college folks cycled out from 2016 and new college kids have come in since who are with Sanders?
And that basically it's the same. He wasn't able to grow. He was basically able to just reanimate.
I mean, he's single digits with, over 50, I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's he and Biden, those two sort of mirror image age demographic dynamics.
No, absolutely. All right, Steve Kornacki. Let's. I'm sure we got the oil change, a little coolant. It'll all be good, right?
I hope so. We're going to find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Thank you, brother. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press Mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.